So this is USDCAD analysis for Tuesday, the 27th of March. Now, let's just have a look what happened to prices and where prices may likely go. So we've had this pretty strong sell-off here on the US dollar CAD from trading above the from trading above the 131 up towards that 131.20. We've seen the progression to the downside, rejected the 131, strong move to the downside here. Head towards that 128.39. Found support at 128.39 for a move back above the 129. We've retested the 129.44 and a key important level marked out here in red, from which we have seen the rejection to the downside for a retest of the 128.39. Again, we found support there, further highlighting its importance. We've had a slow progression to the upside, posted a higher low for a move back above the 129. From this 129, we've not quite got towards that 129.44. Again, we've seen the sell side momentum take us back down towards that 128.39. Now, this 128.39 has been tested quite frequently here, so we are potentially looking for a bit of a break of this level. The persistence of the bears could see the bulls. How would you say? I could see the bulls retreat from this position. We could see the bulls retreat from this position and concede it to the bears. And if we do see the bulls retreat from that 128.39, we're then looking for prices to retrace down towards that 127.78. Successful break from which we're looking for price head down to the 127.56. And if we do see sufficient volatility to the downside, we're then looking for prices to head down towards that 127. Most recent trend here is clearly to the downside. Our inability to successfully break above and hold on to this 129 and its 129.44 suggests there remains a degree of bearish overhang on this market, so we just have to be aware of that. Our frequency of test, as I was mentioned before, potentially looking for a break. If, however, we are able to hold the support at this 128.39 and or at that 127.78, we're then looking for moves back up towards that 129. We'll look to see if we do find either resistance there or we can break above and hold that level for an extended period of time, after which we're looking for a move back up towards our 129.44, where we do have the added confluence of the 400 period moving average, thus increasing likelihood of potentially seeing sell side momentum come into the market from that 129.44. If we're successfully navigating the 129.44, our very next target is a key psychological level, which has proven to be resistance in 2018 in around that 130 level. In around that 130, we've also got to be aware of the 200 period moving average slightly below that level, which could act as a dynamic level of potential resistance. But ultimately, we are looking for a move up towards that 130. What we'll do now is we'll have a look at the daily chart here on the US dollar CAD. So on this daily chart of US dollar CAD, we can see we're operating within the shadow of this particularly bearish candle here on the daily chart. This candle just here. We've breached the low of this candle, this large candle, which we could use as a reference point. We are seeing the breakdown from that candle, and we are now operating in the shadow of it to the downside. So we've had a strong move to the upside, and this trend appears to be having a deep retracement, possibly a reversal, as indicated by this very large candle, possibly signaling an end to this strong bullish move, whether it's a case of bulls taking profits or bear re-entering the market in around that level of 31. There does appear to be there was a clear imbalance here of buyers and sellers, and on this occasion the sellers won out, and we are seeing that progression to the downside. And with that said, that pretty much wraps up the US dollar CAD analysis. Thanks for watching.